It is that time again. It is time for my August TBR. In the month of August, I started with the books that I intended to read anywho, because I really want to get to them. And then there's Booktubeathon, so there are those books. And then I also found out that it is Romance Awareness Month, so I pretty much added a fuck ton to the reasonable like 6 books I had. 13 with Booktubeathon, and then I've just added a fuck ton of stuff to that. Alright, first off, I have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This book was actually sent to me by the publisher prior to its release. I really need to get to it. I feel like a totally shitty person that they sent me this book because they're awesome and I haven't read it yet. So I will be reading this in the month of August. It was just released. So it's kind of like a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. In this one, the main character, I think Miriam, is the daughter of moneylenders, but they're, for whatever reason, through their own soft-heartedness or ineptitude or carelessness, just all around don't give a fuckery, don't collect on the money they're due until, you know, the inevitable happens. You keep loaning out money without being paid, and now their family is in the poorhouse, and Miriam takes it on herself to get this money back. She starts kind of spinning these lies. She can't keep hold of promising things she can't do until she lands herself basically writing a check that her ass can't cash, more or less. That is the bare minimum of the synopsis of this book, and that's all I know, and that's all I want to know until I read it. So if you want to know more, you can check out Spinning Silver on the Goodreads for a full-fledged summary. Then there is Reaper at the Gates by Saba Tahir. This is the 3rd book in the Ember and the Ashes quartet. I have been dying to read this. I just have not been in the right frame of mind to really dig into some fantasy like I wanted to. So Reaper at the Gates, like I said, 3rd book in the Ember and the Ashes trilogy series. If you have not read Ember and the Ashes, I don't know what the fuck you were doing with your life. It is so damn good. So Ember in the Ashes is set in like this Roman-inspired world with the 2 main characters. One is in the slave caste and one is in the warrior caste, and they're kind of like in the middle of this giant insurrection type situation, and they fall in love. It is completely underrated on BookTube, completely. Then I intend to read Warcross by Marie Lu. This one is a YA sci-fi fantasy in which there is this super popular, I think it's like a 3D reality type or alt reality type video game, and the main character finds herself accidentally glitched into the game. And instead of being punished for it like she thought she was going to be, the game's creator contacted her to actually spy for him on the players in the game. This is right up my alley, like book-wise, movie-wise. It was one of my most anticipated reads last year, and this cover is fucking awesome. I really don't know why I haven't read it yet. No idea. Then, this is also a book club pick. There is Angel Fall by Susan E. Not only is this a book club pick, but this is my indie spotlight book, which is a new thing I'm doing. So this is my indie spotlight book for the month of August. This book, so far, I'm only chapter 9 out of 47 chapters, but it is so fucking good. This book is like a new adult age era post-apocalyptic dystopian in which the angels are the ones who brought about the apocalypse. And they're like, if you've read the Guild Hunter series by Nalini Singh, they're a little bit of that flavor of angel. These are not like, as far as I'm into it, these are not your benevolent, like, guardian angel type beings. These are some badass, angry, hostile, I see humans as bug type beings. And so far it is so good, and I don't know why I haven't picked this up sooner, because this has been on my radar since before I even started BookTube, because it's urban fantasy and I love urban fantasy, and I just don't know why it took me this long, but it's so good. It is also book club pick for this month, so if you guys have not checked out book club, check out the video either before or immediately after this, in which I announce what the books are and the winner and the name of the book club and where you can find book club stuff on the Goodreads. And then I found out that it was Romance Awareness Month, so it's about to go down. So there is Once Burned, which is also a book club pick, which is the first book in the Night Prince Quartet by Janine Frost, which is the only fucking book I couldn't find, but I still have 2 bins of paperbacks that I have not unpacked. Yes, bitch, I still have 2 bins of books I have not unpacked. Yes, I said it. I know I'm ridiculous. Leave me alone. It's a lot of books. Just go with it, okay? So it is the first book in the Night Prince series, which is the spin-off from the Night Huntress series. This quartet follows Dracula, but don't call him that. This one follows Vlad and his love interest, and it's so fucking good. It's a reread for me, and it's also a book club pick, and I'm super stoked to read it, and it will go in with my romance picks for Romance Awareness Month. Also, there is Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren. I want to say this one used to be fan fiction, and then it got published. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I think I read it as fan fiction, but I can't remember. This one is like a hate to love trope, but it's supposed to be a lot, let's say, sexier than the Hating Game was. But it's that same kind of scenario. I believe the main character, it's her and her boss who are in this hate to love situation. Some people said the sex is a bit much in this book. I have never read it. I can't speak on it, so we will find out. Then there is the first. Okay, I have this series. This is called the Travis something or other series by Lisa Kleypas. It is part of her one of her contemporary series, not her historical ones. I don't know why the light keeps, like, whenever I hold up a book. That's really fucking annoying. So I have here Smooth Talking Stranger and Blue-Eyed Devil, but the first one is called Sugar Daddy. I put that one on hold in the library, but then I canceled it because I'm pretty sure I have it on Kindle. If I don't, and I can't get the one from the library in time, then I may just skip book 1 because it's romance novels. You're really not missing too much, except maybe like a backstory to these characters, like a prequel kind of introduction. So the second book, Blue-Eyed Devil, this one is a wrong side of the tracks type romance. In this one, Haven kind of defies everything her family says and marries a guy they don't approve of, but then she ends up paying for it. She kind of come home licking her wounds with her tail between her legs, and then ends up dealing with Hardy, who is like as close to like a sworn enemy as you can get in contemporary times. It's supposed to be a hate to love trope. I really like Lisa Kleypas' writing, so I'm super excited to get into this one. In Smooth Talking Strangers, which has this sticker in the most annoying fucking spot ever. This light is killing me, bro. In this one, the main character, Jack Travis, is just kind of going along minding his business until a woman shows up on his doorstep with a baby on her hip that he says is his, only he's never seen the woman before. Baby, it belongs to her sister, and this baby, poor child, appeared on her doorstep first after her sister abandoned the child who she'd never seen or heard of on her sister's doorstep, and then she packed up this baby, showed up on the dad's doorstep like, what the fuck, bruh? Like, we taking care of this baby now. So it's, of course, got that trope where, like, there's this other, this is another trope that I'm a sucker for in romance. Let's face it, though, I'm a sucker for damn near every trope in romance, where there's like the long lost child, or they all of a sudden find themselves taking care of like somebody else's baby when their friend died, or whatever. There's like a baby thrown in the mix, so they have to come together as parents, and then they fall into a relationship. I love that, and that's very much this. I'm excited. The rest of these books I don't have on me. I'm getting them from the library. First up, I have on hold at the library. It is Kiss Quotient by Helen Hong, or Hang. I should have learned how to say that before I started the video, and I made a note to do that, and I forgot about it, so I apologize for butchering your last name. But this is a romance that just popped up everywhere. It's like, if you loved the Hating Game, then you should read this. I don't think it's a hate to love. I'm not quite sure. I think it's more nerd love, hate to love. I could be totally wrong. I didn't even look up what the book was about. It just said Hating Game on it, and I had just read Hating Game and loved it. So I was like, done. Then I have downloaded, borrowed from the audiobook from the library, Devil in Spring by Lisa Kleypas. This I added to my TBR after seeing someone's review of it on Goodreads. So this one is about a wallflower who has some kind of entrepreneurial endeavors, as well as, you know, being this debutante in the ton, so to speak. But kind of trying to maneuver and find a husband, she ends up accidentally, not on purpose, but legit accidentally getting caught up in this scandal with a pretty well-known rake, and then they have to marry. He is kind of got mixed feelings about her, from what I can understand. Like, he doesn't want her, but he's super attracted to her, so he ends up seducing her into the idea of marrying him, even though they've already been caught any fucking way. On top of that, some of the, like, entrepreneur type stuff she's been doing has gotten her in trouble, and she stumbles into this big like conspiracy type plot thing. Now her life is in danger, and he's the only one. For some reason, her husband is the only one who can keep her safe. Alright, so this one next up is from Twinkle with Love, which I've been super excited to read. I was trying to wait until I could buy it, but I'm kind of on this save money kick, so I'm getting it from the library, and I should be able to pick it up actually tomorrow. I reserved it. I read last summer when I had pre-ordered an ebook version of When Dimple Met Ishi, and it was the cutest fucking thing I've ever read in my life. Oh my god, it was so damn cute. So now I am dying to read From Twinkle with Love, and I had been procrastinating because like, no, I need to buy it because look at that cover. So I'm just going to borrow it from the library, and then I'll buy it when I'm not a poor person anymore, which might take a while, to be honest. Anywho, this one, what I really like too is that not only are the main characters all Indian or Indian American, and they're also like the female main characters are in these like really cool STEM areas of study. Like, Dimple was into computer science and program development, and this one, she wants to be a filmmaker. So she's invited by a friend to direct a movie for the upcoming summer film festival, and she accepts, of course, because it's what she loves to do, and it will get her closer to her crush, who is her friend's brother. I've been told it's super fucking cute and sweet, and I believe it, because when Dimple married, she was a fucking, like I said, it's the damn cutest thing I read all last year, and I fucking loved it, and it was so sweet. And this one, I believe, which is also a thing of mine that I particularly love, is told all through emails and text messages, or maybe all through emails. So I'm already super stoked for that as well, because I love that kind of thing where you never like see the characters, but you kind of get that, because I'm nosy and I'm all in the like dates and stuff and looking at the differences in the time. Like, ooh, she got mad because she didn't write you back for 3 days. Ooh, this one was right, and you kind of see the development of the relationship through that as well. I'm so fucking super happy to read it, like super stoked to get to that. It's not even funny. I'm still end up buying it, just not right this moment. Next I'm getting from the library, A Princess in Theory and A Duke by Default, both by Alyssa Cole. So, A Princess in Theory, which I find the premise of is super cute and super hilarious. So, you know, some people, you know how there's that whole like Nigerian prince scam thing that people get in their emails or used to in like the 90s and early 2000s, like 2001, 2, 3, whatever. This one, the main female character, whose name is Milady, she is getting constant emails claiming she's betrothed to an African prince, and she keeps deleting this shit. Only, homegirl, it's true. It's totally true. This prince is the sole heir to the throne, showing hopes that his parent, kind of with the weight of like the hope and weight of his people placed on him by his parents on his shoulders. What they want him to do most is get married, so he's trying to track down this long-lost fiance, but bitch won't answer his emails. Shameful, just shameful. So in Duke by Default, Portia has taken this apprenticeship in Scotland to work with this sword maker who she finds herself wildly attracted to, even though he's kind of a dick, and they're really good at aggravating each other. He is really good at keeping her at arm's length for a while, but then she finds out that he's the long lost son of a duke, and now he is her latest makeover project, and he's not thrilled about it, I'm sure. So I'm super excited to read that, because it's another hate to love trope. But I think it's like a May-December trope as well. Maybe a little bit, we'll see. That is it, not including the books for Booktubeathon. So that is 13 books plus the 7 for Booktubeathon. 20 books for the month of April. August. It's August. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you think about them, especially the Alyssa Cole books, because I'm super excited. I haven't read anything of hers yet, and I'm stoked. That, like I said, is it for this TBR, guys, and I will catch you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will catch you later. Bye.